Hey, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Uh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. New is in this gospel, broad left and understanding of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Real quick, this is a video going into this JE double or this small headish media. And the fact that these are the people that's hiding behind global cabals, which this guy Kumo, which he's a flaming Mo, basically denies the fact that the so-called or the small hats own the world or own the banks or the media stations, when blatantly it's evident that these people own everything around them. Okay, when you go into like Blumenbach or you go into like Neiman Sachs, you go into Silverstein, you go into all these Goldstein, all these particular Amalekites names and these particular men that own these particular corporations, they all go back into the elites, man. Okay, and they all go back into Esau, Edom. Okay, lower level luminaries, so to speak. Okay, because it's no coincidence that these people has gotten into power, because the scriptures say that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So these people own everything, man, okay? And they show you that through the particular corporations, the front stay set up, the monarchy stay set up, capitalism. Also, they have particular color schemes too. You know, like you was able to tell the colors of the elites. Like there was a gas station called Amoco, which is formerly, or which is known as BP now. Their colors was red, white, and blue. Okay, then you had Standard Oil. Okay, you had Neiman Brothers, you had Chase Bank, okay, JP Morgan, all these particular men that runs the world, so to speak. Even in the entertainment industry, you got a man by the name of Leah Cohen, which Dame Dash exposed him, calling him the 6-foot Jew, the tall Jew, which is basically a gatekeeper. Then you had Jerry Heller, okay. You got Steve Lobel, he's an Amalekite. All these handlers that pretty much hold Jake overhead, man. So you Edomites, man, you do run the world, in fact. Okay, all your governments, your presidents, a lot of them go back to small hats. I believe Abraham Lincoln was a small hat, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he wore the black, the top hat, he wore the black coat, you know. So, yeah, man, you Edomites, you can't hide. The gig is up, you see. Because the scriptures say, hey, your counsel should cast you down headlong, you know, and you should be caught by a snare. And a lot of your own people bring you out. You got a guy by the name of John Todd, which he claimed he was like a high-level witch in the Illuminati. And he was breaking down all you Edomites, man, going into the protocols of the learned elders of Zion, which I'm going to quote a couple of passages from that book. I haven't read it, but I know, you know, I'm familiar with it and some of the writings of these particular men. Then you got a book called Who is Esau Edom, which that book costs thousands of dollars now to get it on Amazon, you know. But I got a PDF file with that particular book in it. But nonetheless, the hardcover or the softback cover costs fucking thousands of dollars. Why? Because, hey, Esau is being exposed. So I'm going to play this video. It's a 5-minute video from what the brother from Vegas, he uploaded. And I'm going to play it. And we're going to get a couple of precepts, and we're just going to kind of go into it a little bit. So here we go.
Finish what I'm saying.
I know, but
If
you
look at
have to understand this
wait,
idea of the
bro,
Jewish media.
hey, don't do
That's
that.
not
Don't
how it
do
works.
that.
Oh, my bad, Salakia. He was getting into it with this guy, Kanye West, because basically Kanye West mentioned that it was a global cabal. You know, and like the game of Monopoly, if you ever played that, basically the guy, the Monopoly character, he represents a small hat banker. And the key and the goal of winning Monopoly is to buy up everything. And when people land on your property, they have to pay you. And the key is to bankrupt everybody. And you become filthy rich. That's how you play the game of Monopoly, which Monopoly goes into the 1% of everything being owned and the 99% not having nothing, man. You know, and a prime example of that is when you look at your paycheck. Before you get your check, you're getting 20-30% cut out. And on top of that, if you got wage garnishments like child support, or, you know, you owe something, or, you know, you got alimony coming out, they just taking your fucking money. So you're at a debt ceiling. That's why we got to get up out of here, man. This is straight up slavery. And for this Botsy boy right here to say, "Oh, the elites don't own anything," you out your goddamn mind, because Mayor M. Show Bauer, I believe that was his name, which he changed his name from Rothschild to Bauer. I believe it was Bauer to Rothschild Salakia, because Bauer means peasant, and Rothschild means red shield. And we know that's an omen for these Edomites, because the word Edom means red, and Esau means wasted away is he. So it's too many hints alluding to that these people are the biblical Edomites, man. Like you got this guy, Vocab Malone, and I may go into this article at another time. This is a lesson. It says, why do one West Hebrew Israelites call whites Edomites and Chinese Moabites? And don't get it twisted. He don't give a shit about the Chinese, man. He's only concerned with him being exposed, because I believe that he's a so-called Amalekite or some type of German, whatever the hell he is. He's defending his handlers. Okay. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's go into the video, and we're going to let it play. Salakia.
You're talking to me right now.
Finish what I'm saying.
I know, but you have to understand this idea of the Jewish media. That's not how it works. You're talking to me right now.
Go to like New York Times or Wall Street Journal, whatever. They always say the rapper. The rapper. It was hard enough for us to get fashion designer. I'm gonna give a pause so you can address what you want to address.
Appreciate it. So, look, there is no Jewish media cabal mafia. That is a
You a damn lie. Look at CNBC, MSN Money. All these media corporations that's owned by America or owned by the West, Salakia, are owned by Amalekites, man. You can look it up. Okay, NBC, Fox 32. That's why they have what they call, Salakia means some trail mix, but this is why they have what they call selective news hearings, because they choose and pick what they want to put on the news. Now, if the news wasn't controlled, they would report on everything, but they don't. They choose to keep certain things out of the media. Why is that? Because it's being controlled by Esau. All right?
of either your imagination or a projection of a prejudice, okay? There is no Jewish media cabal mafia. That is a figment of either your imagination or a projection of a prejudice.
And you see what he did? He's like the deaf adder, man. Like the scripture said, that like the deaf adder that stopped at his ear. He clearly knows that he's being owned by the small hats and he's being controlled. But you see how he tried to write off Kanye and say, "Oh, it's a figment of your imagination." That's how these Edomites get down, man. When you catch them in their lies and they bullshit, they try to sit up here and make you feel guilty for exposing them. But wait a minute, man. Why should I feel guilty for bringing out this information when you the fucking wicked? You the wicked. You the one that's doing wickedness, man. You the one that's dropping bombs on innocent villages, shooting poison in people, man, spraying chemtrails, destroying people's lives, playing, the 187 Parenthood, feminism, witchcraft, and the list goes on. Drugs, taxes, the IRS, child support. You behind all that, man. So why should I have to feel bad for exposing you, you fucking devil?
Okay?
The 500 hours of tapes released today showing what one historian calls Nixon's own dark view of how the world works, where the enemy is not just the communist, it's also the media. It's also the media.
Now you heard what he just said, right? Caught the dude right in his lie, cut him his own soul. It says Newsweek is all run by small hats and dominate by them. Okay, so this guy just basically got caught in his own damn lie. All right, so matter of fact, let's get this precept real quick. Let's go from here to the book of Job. I think it's the 18th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Yup, Job 18, and I'm gonna start at verses 7. It says, "The steps of his strength should be straightened, and his own counsel should cast him down." Okay, and this is the whole point. You see, hey, they're exposing each other through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But see, Jake, they not paying attention to that, man, because Jake is so flabbergasted by everything around him. They're not looking at the facts. And the fact that this guy Ye is exposing these Edomites which he say he gonna go DEFCON. DEFCON just mean the defense because he know that they're gonna come after him. Now we're not giving Kanye a pass because clearly he's not a man of the Lord. Salaki, he's not a man of the Lord. The Most High is not dealing with him. But in fact, the Most High does use scenarios like this to get this word out because of Kanye's rebellion, so to speak. A lot of people are going to wake up and they're going to start to research this whole Hebrew Israelite thing, getting more information on what it is to be done. You see what I'm saying? But through the spirit, hey, they're exposing each other. Hey, Nixon said it. Newsweek it is run by all small hats and dominated by them in. Okay, and it says here, matter of fact, let's start at verse 6. It says, the light should be dark in his tabernacle, which is his rulership. It says, and his candle should be put out with him, and the steps of his strength should be straight, and his own counsel should cast him down. And basically, they're exposing each other. Okay, because Kanye is of their counsel because he even admitted it. He said, well, look, man, they write your paychecks. They the one that make money off your music. They signing that paycheck at the end of the day, regardless on who puts it in your hand. And it says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare, right? A trap, because, this is getting ready to backfire on these devils big time. And the fact that Kanye West, the big mouth that he is, he's not going to contain that message, man. He's going to get it out there. All right. So you Edomites are big trouble because not only Kanye, you don't have to worry about him, but the fact that more brothers are going to wake up off that because the Most High is getting ready to seal his select. And he used a notable celebrity like a bugged out Kanye West to bring out this information, which he was off as hell, 12 tribes of Jews. But the fact that Jake is going to be intrigued at the fact that, they're the chosen race. You see, so you through, bro. That's why it says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet and he walketh upon a snare. Like, you fucking dummy. Like, you know how people let's say if somebody was setting a trail of a fire and they're trying to set it out the front door. This stupid motherfucker put the gasoline by the front door. Then he went to the end of the house and he's making a trail of gasoline and he lit it and realized he fucking and not at the front door first. So now you trapped in a fire, dummy. And that's why we say that the scriptures, man, the Most High, you can't do none against the Most High. Okay, because the Lord said that, look, my counsel shall stand to what our purpose, my words endure forever. So no matter what you do, you can spend trillions of dollars on trying to silence this truth. The Most High gonna still get it out there. Because Esau, you're not a guy, you're just a man, bro. Okay, you're just a man who the Most High gave a temporary rulership, a short rulership at that. Okay? So, anyway.
Listening in agreement is the Reverend Billy Graham.
This stranglehold has got to be broken or this country is going to go down the drain. You believe that? Yes, sir. I can't ever say it, but I believe it.
Today, Dr. Graham declined to discuss those remarks, but one historian who has heard the tapes says Nixon was more hardball politician than anti-Jewish.
Nixon had a tribal and a genetic view of politics, and the Jews were a tribe he thought were against him.
Nixon's White House counsel, Leonard Garment, who is Jewish, says the president was just letting off steam in private and was no bigot.
Privately, this is the way these men talked. This is the way that generation talked about minorities.
And these are all Amalekites that own these particular foundations. Okay, you got Tumblr, which is by David Karp. You could look him up. You got Doug Leeds, which is Axe.com. Used to be Axe Jeeves. Then you got John Kuhnum, WhatsApp. Then you got Jeff Weiner, LinkedIn. Okay, Tinder. You got Sean Rad. Okay, you got Ellie Seedman, which is for Tinder. You got Michael Hayward, Whisper. Okay, Netflix, Mark Roundoff. He's the co-founder and former CEO. Okay, you got this guy Netflix, Reed Hastings as well. Okay. Look at this.
This is what Deucing's all about. Taking care of your own.
These people gotta go, man. All right, these people gotta straight up go. I mean, it's getting to the point. It's getting out of hand with these people. These people they're all over the place. Their rulership sucks. They suck. They can't do anything right. There's a lot of infighting. They've enslaved the world. They've polluted the world. And you got this much-ready meat, this new vegetable meat. We're gonna be eating bugs, all types of madness, man. And you Jakes want to literally live in a decrepitized society like this. Like, this is completely foolishness, man. Okay, so this is the book of Job 9:24. It says, "For the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And who is the wicked?" According to Malachi, the 1st chapter, 4th verse, is Esau, Edom, man. And you can read about that. All right. So let's go from here to the book of Isaiah 29 and 15. It says, "Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord." Okay. It says, "In their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?" Right. Because they was hidden for a long time out of plain sight. But now everybody knows who Jacob Rothschild is. Everybody know who David or Evelyn Rothschild is. Okay, now you may not just see him walking around the streets like a typical citizen, but nonetheless, everybody knows him because it was a video that came out years ago of this guy. I believe they was like in Switzerland somewhere. They was somewhere, I forgot what country they was in, but they was basically cursing out David Rockefeller, stating, "We don't want your New World Order, man." You see? So everybody is getting wind of these guys, man. That's why it says, "Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord," right? Because they do things in secrecy. And that's the whole thing about a 33rd degree Mason. Masons swear in secrecy. They swear under oath. Okay, like when you go in a court, you have to swear under what they call an oath. When you go into the Fraternal Brotherhood or the Fraternal Order of Police, you have to swear under oath, even being firefighters. Okay, because they're under what they call the Fraternal Brotherhood of Police. It's a fraternal order, man. Okay, which a lot of these Greek fraternities were based off of. A lot of your Boulets, like Malcolm X, okay, Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackass Jackson. Okay, all these dudes were black Boulets, man. Denzel Washington, Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan. These guys are basically part of a black Greek fraternity, which was set up to lead Jake astray. Okay, and it says, "Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay," because everything you've turned upside down for worse, the Most High is going to flip it and fix it. Our women are going to be in order again. Our men are going to be in order again. Our children are going to be in order. The earth is going to yield this full increase. Okay, we're not going to have any child support in the kingdom for Jake. All right, we're not going to be paying taxes to no Edomites. We're not going to be working no damn 9 to 5s. Okay, we're not going to be living, running a rat race, so to speak. We're going to actually live and enjoy this earth. Okay, we're not going to have chemically enhanced foods, you know, eating Burger King and all this other shit. Who wants to do that their whole life? And you wonder why everybody is sick, man. Okay, you got pestilence, C19 jabs, and the list goes on with this, man. You don't get a break here, man. And you telling me these people don't run the world? You crazy. The scriptures just said it in Job 9:24. And it says, "Surely your turning things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay." It says, "For should the work of him that made him say, he made me not? Or should the thing that framed of him say, he framed it and have no understanding?" Okay? And that's the point, man. So everything that you Edomites turned up for left, hey, the Most High is getting ready to flip it back upside down on the right-hand side. Okay? So anyway, got a couple of comment board scriptures here. Actually, this is one of the ones I wanted to post, one in Obadiah. But Jeremiah 49:10 is the same precept. It says, "But I've made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places." Right? You've been exposed, man. Okay? Kanye West wasn't the only people that exposed you. You see, you had this guy, Lamar Odom. He was wearing a black Yahweh Shai t-shirt a couple of years ago. Then allegedly he had some type of stroke or some shit. You had this guy, Kendrick Lamar, though he didn't come out and expose Esau, but he even stated that we was the Israelites, man. You know, and he's not the only one. This guy, Nick Cannon, was trying to go in on the small hats, and they put him back in his place. But nonetheless, Jake is watching. They're waking up. They know something is off about this place. Okay, and it says, "I've uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself." You exposed, bro. Because, hey, you mentioned the Illuminati. The average Jake gonna say, "Oh yeah, those are the elites. Those are the people that run the music industry." I mean, they'll give you something shadow like that. At least they know something. You know, they may not be able to break down who the Rothschilds or who the Bowers or who the Rockefellers or the Lees or the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs. You know, they may not be able to break down the Foreign Council, the FCR, which is CFR, which is the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group. They may not be able to break those things down, but nonetheless, they know that this society is being ran by the elites, man. Only a fucking fool would say something like what Kumo said. And you know, Kumo, you're a demon, man. That's why they getting ready to off your ass too. All right. But it says that he should not be able to hide himself, and his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, man. Right? Because you live high up the hall. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, woe to you, rich man, weep and howl, for great misery should come upon you. Okay. Another precept here, stay in the spirit 144. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord should consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, man. Okay, through our words, well, through the words of the Heavenly Father that we're speaking, Salakia, you Edomites are being exposed, and everybody is waking up to it. Because, hey, shit, you might as well call fucking YouTube Israelite tube, man. Because, hey, we have a heavy presence on YouTube. I mean, as many camps, as many brothers. Every brother in GMS have a page, or they should have their own page, doing shows every day, at least 3-4 shows a week, 5 shows. And all those shows are getting out there, man. And we give the introduction of Yahweh Shimi Hawashai Bashim Rakakwadash, the Israelites, the Negro, Latino, and Native American. Then we're out there with the chart. That's opening up eyes, man. Okay? And it says here, who should consume with the spirit of his mouth and should destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, okay? Because Esau is a liar. Okay, like Kumo, bro. He basically just tried to shut Kanye down and say, look, man, hey, bro, nah, that's a figment of your imagination. But let's see what the scripture said about that. All right, let's get, I think that's Isaiah 52. No, Slack, it's Psalms 52. When it goes into, they like the deaf adder that stopped at her ear. Maybe Psalms 52 or 58. Yep. This is the book of Psalms 52, and I'm going to start at 2. It says, thy tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully, man, okay? And if you get hit with a razor, man, that can pierce the heart, that can kill you. You get hit in the right place, and their tongue, their lies, their witchcraft is have the effect of death, man, okay? Because through their witchcraft and their deceits and their medias, this is why the world is all jacked up, man, okay? TV being the biggest influence. They had TV since the fucking, I think like the 30s or something. When the first TV, I don't know when the first TV was invented. I can look it up. But hey, the first TV within the 30s, the 40s, something like that, probably beyond that. But nonetheless, man, they've been spreading propaganda since then. You know, those mural shows, Bread and Circus. You know, they put who's the world's heroes on TV and everybody falls victim of it. That's why Elon Musk could get on there and call himself, or I won't say call himself, but he could get on there and fakely or falsely predict World War III, and everybody believes he's a man of God, or everybody believes he just this great prophet. When we've been saying and nobody even bat an eye at it, man. You know? And it says here, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. And he basically lied. Okay? Because clearly Nixon exposed the shit. He even stated it that, hey, look, this was X, Y, and Z. Same thing with Kennedy. You see what happened to him? He got his fucking head blown off because, hey, he was going against the establishment, man. All right? And it says, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Okay? And the scriptures call you a deceitful man. Okay? But anyway, I think Death Adder Psalms 58. Maybe 58. Yep, this is the book of Psalms 58, and I'm going to start at 2. It says, yea, in your heart ye work wickedness, and ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Hey, why do they call all wars bankers' wars? Why? Because, hey, you Edomites, man. And it says that the wicked are estranged from the womb, and they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And if you go to Hebrews, Salaki, if you go to John 8:44, it tells you about you of your father the devil. He was a liar from the beginning. Okay, and it says here that poison is like the poison of a serpent, and we know that serpent venom is very deadly, detriment unto death. It says they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Okay, And hey, Kanye West, he was part of their establishment, but he didn't hearken to that demon. You know, he went against it, which shows you that there's a division in Satan's kingdom. If Satan be divided against Satan, how can his kingdom stand? It will not stand. All right.
Ain't nobody. This Deuce.
Harvey Weinstein.
I'm saying.
I know, but
If
you
look at
have to understand this
wait,
idea of
bro,
the Jewish
hey,
media.
hey, don't do
That's
that,
not
don't
how it
do that,
works.
don't
You're
do
talking
that,
to me
la,
right
la,
now.
la, la.
Proverbs 12 and 9. Truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed. That's why his ass is going down. Okay? The Lord said that nothing that's done in the dark should come over. Everything that's done in the dark should come to the light. It says here, Sirach 20 and 24 says, lying is an ugly blot on a person's character. But it says, but ignorant people do it all the time. A thief is better than a habitual liar, but both of them headed for ruin. A liar has no honor and he lives in constant disgrace. And that's why you Edomites are hated, man. You through, you exposed. All right, so matter of fact, let me bring this out. Shit. Shit. Let me find it real quick. Yep. So this is the Jewish peril of the protocols of the learned elders of Zion. All right. And just a couple of words on here. There's an article here, man. This is some of the quotes. And it may be out of order, but I just want to read it here. It says, in such men, the populace under our guidance will keep subdued and will not permit them even to state their plans. It says the mob is used to listen to us who pay it for its attention and obedience. But by these means, we should create such a blind force that it would never be capable of taking any decision without guidance of our agents placed by us for the purpose of leading them. Their agents is the gatekeepers, man. Like these TV anchormen, these celebrities, man. You know, these high-level luminaries. Okay, people like Bill G, Dr. F, okay, Hillary, you know, what's another one? What's this other chick name? What's her name? Pelosi. You know, and anybody that's doing the bidding of the elites. And those are just lower level names, man. You got Elon Musk. Okay, you got Warren Buffett. You got this guy, Brignusz Zelensky, however the hell you pronounce his name. You got George Soros. You know, and that's just to name a few. But it says the mob will submit to the system because it will know that from these leaders would depend on his wages. Like we say that the mob has been set up by the elites too, man. And it says earning and all other benefits. When people say that the mob is above the police, it's not really true. It's just the fact they know who's backing them. Okay. It says the system of government must be the work of one head because it would be impossible to consolidate it if it is combined work, numerous minds. And this is why we are only allowed to, oh shit, that's just where it cuts off at. But it says, for the liberal word of our Masonic motto, freedom, equality, and fraternity, we will substitute not the words of our motto, but words expressing simply an idea, and we will say the right of freedom, the duty of equality, and the idea of a fraternity, and we should have the bull by the horns. But as a matter of fact, we have already destroyed all ruling powers except our own. But in every theory, they still exist, right? Because people believe that. People believe in governments and principalities and so forth, but they're all being under this umbrella. It's like an umbrella corporation. Like when you look at the pyramid Ponzi scheme, you got a particular person or a family that sits at the top that controls everything at the bottom, but nonetheless, they're still being controlled by numerous families with the same agenda. And it says, and at the present time, if any governments make themselves objectionable to us, it is only a formality and undertaken with our full knowledge and consent, as we need their anti-S outburst in order to enable us to keep our small brothers in order, which basically they set this guy Kanye West up, okay, because he's basically being, according to them, anti-S, but he said, how the hell can I be that when I'm a Jew? You see? But it says, I will not enlarge upon this point, for it has already formed the subject of many discussions, okay? And we'll leave it at that, all right? Precept here. This is the book of Exodus 17 and 16. It says, for he said, because Yahweh have sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So we've been in constant conflict with the Edomites since the beginning, even during the time of Mordecai, man. Okay, you had Esau, I think it was Haman, the Agagite, or Haman. Basically what happened was he went up to the rulers at that time to do away with Jake because we wouldn't bow down to him, you know, and he wanted to get us put down then. Because Esau always had a bloodlust against Jake because the birthright thing. It's all about the birthright, man. And finally, the Most High gave him his rulership. You see? One last precept, and I'm going to end it. This is the book of Psalm 64. And I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. See, the scriptures tell you have secret counsels. So what the hell is this Chris Vati boy talking about? All right, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And you can look up the word insurrection. I'm not going to look it up. It says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And how do they do this shit? Through demonization, through these platforms, through social media, you know, and the list goes on. It says that they may shoot in secret, okay? Legislation, man, you know, setting up celebrities, etc., to do Esau's bidding, you know, child support. All these things are set up in secret to offend Jake, okay? And fear not. But it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter, and they commune of laying snares privately. And they say, who shall see them, right? Because, hey, at the point in time, nobody was really calling these devils out, man. You know, it says, and they search out iniquity, and they accomplish a diligent search. And both the inward thought of every one of them in the heart is deep. Why? Because this thing, like we just read in the Learned Elders of Zion, the protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion, this is basically that counsel here. When it says they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. And there's several books written about this. Okay, it says both the inward thought of every one of them in the heart is deep, but the Most High should shoot at them with an arrow, which is this internet, man. Okay, and the prophet's coming on the scene. Okay, because the Lord said that, hey, he was going to make the creature his weapon. And also he said, when I filled the bow with Judah, matter of fact, when I raised up Judah and filled the bow with Ephraim, and they should be like a mighty archer, man. Okay, so this word is killing their ass. And suddenly they should be wounded. So they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them should flee away. And all men should fear and should declare the work of the Most High, and they should wisely consider of his doings. Because at the end of the day, all this is going to lead back into the persecution of the prophets, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, yeah, they got their celebrities and shit like that, but they're going to blame us because they're going to like look at it like, wait a minute, man. If it wasn't for these Israelites, these people would never know that. But wait, the Most High just exposed your ass, period. All right? And I mean, that's just point blank, period, man. So, hey, get over it, bro. No matter what you do, what you say, you going down. You know? See, they get slick where they put lower level Jay-Z. Jay-Z is not a part of the Illuminati. He's a puppet. The Illuminati is a Edomite corporation. I mean, it's like it's an Edomite club, an Edomite organization. These niggas are just puppets, man. Okay? But I'm surprised you don't see the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds in here. But nonetheless, hey, these are the men that run the world. Like it says here, one world agenda, the Illuminati, the men who rule the world. Everybody know that the Amalek, man, that's the chief family of the chief tribe of Esau, man. Okay, I believe the father Amalek was Eliphaz, which is Esau's son, going into one of the 5 dukes of Edom. You see? So yeah, man. This is where it is, man. This is how it's gonna go down. You know. But anyway, with that, brothers, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. And with that, shalom and Abba Ball.